What's up, guys? Are you ready to check out this GRIPZILLA Dynamo? Let's do it. Keep living the adventure. Axis of awesome. What's going on, guys? Jeff with a little bit different review than what we normally do on this channel. But as you guys know, every once in a while I review pieces of fitness equipment that I deem worthy of purchase. And today I think I've got one that I highly recommend. So we're going to be reviewing this GRIPZILLA Dynamo. Late last year, all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, were inundated with ads for this thing. It must have been hearing me complain because around a year ago this time, I do kettlebells primarily, and I started to add mace training to my fitness routine or my fitness modality, and I developed some imbalance in my forearms, and I came down with a really, really nasty case of tendinitis on the exterior parts of my elbows. It was terrible. The pain got worse and worse and worse because I wasn't quitting working out. I tried everything from, scraping, muscle scraping. I tried some cupping, different creams, yoga, stretching, massages. I was to the point last fall where I had to kind of take off some time from working out, which I don't like to do at all. And I also considered going to the doctor, which I hardly ever do at all, to maybe get a PRP injection or something like that in my elbows to kind of alleviate that inflammation. That's when I started to notice this GRIPZILLA Dynamo tool on my ads, and I started watching some videos on it and researching a little bit. And last Thanksgiving, Black Friday, I pulled the trigger. It was around $100 and some change. Had it shipped to me. Came up with a routine to use it. Let's take a look at it here real quick. So it comes with this really cool carrying case, zipper carrying case, really cool if you want to carry it somewhere with you, I guess. But the thing is super interesting. So it simulates towel wringing, I believe. And towel wringing is a very simple yet effective way to strengthen your forearm muscles and whatnot, And I've watched a lot of videos on that as well. And this is a really neat, simple tool. So it's a metal shaft, hollow with I believe a plastic portion here. There's these two knobs that allow you to tighten and tighten this small ring around the plastic. It basically works like friction. So as you tighten the knobs, you increase the friction on this thing. And it increases the resistance, right? So when you start doing exercises like this, that friction makes you work those arms, your forearms and whatnot. It's super effective. The thing's probably around, I would say, not quite a foot long. Like I said, it's all steel with this plastic area here in the middle. I'm not sure, without taking it apart, if that plastic, how much is in there. But this metal band, like I said, wraps around. And these knobs tighten to increase the resistance by friction on this. It's really cool. So back to my story, I started doing this at the first of the year. So I wanted to do it for 90 days to see how effective it was. So I gauged my forearm pain back in January, and I would say I was still experiencing, after a significant, a month layoff, I was still experiencing probably a 7 or an 8 pain on this area in my forearm. It was radiating down in my wrist. And I started doing this every morning when I got to work. So there is the really cool thing about the GRIPZILLA website on their YouTube channel, they have a whole plethora of exercises you can do with this thing. So I do an 8-minute one, which involves basically just you go through 2 40-second rounds of this movement, 2 40-second rounds of this movement. Then you do 2 40-second rounds of an isolation, and then you do basically the towel ring, like so. And I started doing that every morning, and I did it for 30 days roughly, and my pain subsided significantly. So I probably was at like a 7, 8, and I went down to probably like a 1, 2 in a matter of a month. So we're like 90 days and some change down the road, and I experienced zero pain in my forearms anymore. So this thing has significantly strengthened up any kind of muscle imbalance I had on my forearms from doing mace training and kettlebell training. And I can't recommend this thing enough. I think it's a great tool. It's sturdy. It's super cool, and it works. And that's what I love about it the most. Like I said, it's been 90 days and some change, and my forearms, my strength in my forearms has increased quite a bit. They were already pretty strong, but like I said, there were some imbalances in there. So I can do dead hangs for a lot longer now. My kettlebell movements have been basically gotten better as far as like cleans and presses and whatnot. And most importantly, my mace training has gotten a lot better too. I don't experience any pain anymore from swinging that mace and having to balance that with those hurt forearms. So I don't know. I think this thing is awesome. It's definitely worth the $100 that I paid. It was well worth it because I didn't have to go to the doctor and go down that avenue. So I really highly recommend this GRIPZILLA Dynamo. It's an awesome tool. I'm not affiliated with these guys at all. By the way, I'm just putting this out there because I really think this thing works because it worked for me. So let me know in the comments if you tried this. This is a badass tool. And like I said, it's just using this thing every single day just increases the strength of your forearms to the point where, like, if you got any kind of tendinitis that you're battling from anything, like, you know, keyboarding at work, video gaming for all you video gamers, and then guys like me who do a lot of like heavy kettlebell stuff, I think this thing works, man, and you should definitely try it. So GRIPZILLA, if you're watching this is a great tool, and thank you for helping me fix my injuries. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. If you've got it, like, subscribe to the page, hit that notification icon. In the meantime, keep living the adventure, and cheers.